Okay, let's try this here. I haven't done a video like this before, so this is gonna be something different. And bear with me; it's gonna seem like I'm going off on all kinds of tangents, but I'm not. They're actually, linking together here at the end, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But anyway, I want to talk about prophecy. Okay, now and before you leave comments, listen to a few minutes what I got to say here. But I don't think there's really much to back up prophecy. But I won't discount it totally. Humans have some senses that cannot be measured or tested. For example, have you ever got the feeling you're being watched and then you realize it's because you're being watched? Have you ever met someone who seems like they're totally cool, but there's something not right about them? Just gut instinct is telling you there's something wrong with this cat, and then you're proven correct. That's happened to me. I mean, a couple of times, we'll get somebody, think of 3 times off the top of my head, come in totally cool. I remember one time, I'm telling one of my coworkers, man, this guy reminds me, he just seems like a thief. And he was presentable and all that, but and then another you can just, okay, this guy is he seems totally cool, but this is a ass kisser. He did whatever, and winds up doing some illegal stuff. Just seemed totally cool, nothing out of the ordinary, but something tells you, man. You ever walked into a dark park or in the woods, and you get an uneasy feeling, like, man, I'm not alone here. And it could be some animal, but sometimes there's like a somebody off in the distance, or somebody sitting behind a tree that you couldn't have seen, but you knew it somehow. How do you explain intuition or gut instinct? I don't know. Okay, and hey, guys, here's another one. Fellas out there, you can vouch for this. How many times, and not like it happens all the time, once in a blue moon, but you can think of at least one time. There's a pretty woman out there, good-looking woman, and you take a glance. Nothing bad. You just she's something that's nice, and like, wow, she's really nice, and you glance a second or two, but in that few seconds, their eyes are locked right on yours because somehow they knew that they were being watched. That's not only like when you get that uneasy feeling that somebody's watching. I've seen that. I've been there, and I've seen that happen to other guys too. How is that possible? I don't know. Again, watch a short video and then leave a comment on what you think before you give me a lot of shit. Okay, but anyway, I started thinking about this when I overheard a very liberal coworker told another coworker that she thinks that Trump is going to win because she read a prophecy from Nostradamus that the president would get sick from a mysterious virus in 2012. Right? And I'm like, okay, well, if he predicted that, I guess he got that one because, coronavirus, 2012, president got sick, and need to be hospitalized. So, and that the president would be mad, and in the sense of not quite right in the head. So Trump, would you say he's lost his mind? I wouldn't say so. I'd say he's very outspoken. He can seem like he can be kind of arrogant. He can be very direct. Some people don't like that. I prefer, if I'm going to deal with 2 characters and one's going to be straight up in my face and tell me the way things are, and someone's going to, lie to my face, I'd rather have the guy that I think is honest. That's me personally. I don't think he's lost his marbles. I think that he's, very out there, outspoken, out of the ordinary, but not, I don't think, insane. I would think that our buddy Biden, he would seem to hit that a lot more, fit that narrative to me a lot more. You know, so the president did get sick from a mysterious virus in 2012, but is he concealing madness? And I thought about it, you know, it doesn't seem like him. And then you think of all the weird stuff that he said, you know, that's not quite right. Let's roll a couple clips, a couple minutes.
Have to buy in. They do not have to buy in.
You just said that. You just said that 2 minutes ago. You just said 2 minutes ago that they would have to buy in. You said they would have to buy in.
Have to buy in. If she qualifies for Medicaid,
are you forgetting what you said 2 minutes ago?
Are you
forgetting already what you said just 2 minutes ago? I mean, I can't believe that you said 2 minutes ago that they had to buy in, and now you're saying they don't have to buy. You're forgetting that.
I said anyone like your grandmother who has no money.
We need a healthcare system.
You're automatically enrolled.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by go. You know the thing. You know how we.
That has caused carnage on our streets. 150 million people have been killed since 2007 when Bernie voted to exempt the gun manufacturers from liability.
100 years. Look, here's the lives. When you think about it.
You know, the rapidly rising I don't know.
I just spoke at Dartmouth on healthcare at the medical school, or not. I guess I wasn't actually on the campus, but the people from the medical school were at the. I want to be clear. I'm not going nuts. I'm not sure whether it was a medical school or where the hell I spoke, but it was on the campus. I propose, and I'm going to digress slightly. We're in a situation. The president asked me to head up a cancer movement. It would put 720 million women back in the workforce. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Okay, we're back. So, is that enough to qualify? Everybody knows he says all kinds of weird crap. But, you know, number one, medical issue. We know that a person with an aneurysm, if they survive, they can suffer, half of them can suffer cognitive degradation. This happens with about half of the people who suffer an aneurysm. They can degrade a little bit over time. I've read estimates, 2 to 4%. And you guys can look it up for yourself. I mean, this has been documented. Year over year, they lose a little bit of cognitive ability. Okay? So, Joe had 2 brain surgeries in 1998 due to aneurysm. Right? And if sworn in, he will also be the oldest sitting president in history, which so would Trump if he gets reelected. If things, the courts rule in his favor, then he'd be the oldest. If Biden wins, he's a little bit older, he'd be the oldest. So either way, new record. But people question, does he have Alzheimer's? Does he have dementia? Or just mental decline that comes naturally with age? There may be a medical reason for that odd behavior we see all the time. Or is he actually concealing madness? Because that would explain where you're going to go and say something like this. Let's roll this clip.
Secondly, we're in a situation where we have put together, and you guys did it for our administration, the President Obama's administration before this. We have put together, I think, the most extensive and inclusive voter fraud organization in the history of American politics.
Okay, so did this prophecy prove correct? Also, I mean, here's some other prophecies that I was reading up. Let me see what she's talking about. And I decided to look it up for myself. But there was also prophecies of a civil war, right, in the U.S., where he's the last president and then of the United States, and then it winds up breaking in the Civil War. There was a prophecy about a president having an election stolen despite, and then winning despite the odds against him. Actually winning and becoming the president. So he you know, if that prophecy is correct, then he would prove successful in court, and there would be enough electoral votes when they correct everything, if they were correct everything, and then he would actually win. And then another prophecy about a president being cheated and coming back with an army for like a coup. Could that happen? Honestly, I doubt we'll see any of these prophecies play out, except for maybe Biden being sworn in, and I think he's concealing madness, the way they defined it back in the day. But I find the correlations interesting nonetheless. That's all I'm going to say. So we'll see what happens. I don't really believe in prophecy per se. Like if somebody, hey man, my gut instinct was telling me about this or that. Yes, I believe something like that. Prophecy, I'm not sure, but you know, if you throw enough things out there, some stick. But sometimes it's like, if true, you know, maybe there's something there after all. I don't know. I'm not gonna, you know, I mean, how many lottery winners and stuff would you see? Maybe, I don't know how that works if you do see something, but I'd imagine there'd be a ton more lottery winners for every game. I don't know. So instincts, your gut instinct, your intuition only helps out so much, or shows you so much, you know. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that because she was so down and sad because she read that prophecy and knew that, well, in her mind, like she said to her friend, well, it said the president's going to be mad, and she said it has to be Trump because he's, you know, thinks he's a crazy guy, so it must, therefore, the correlation, well, then it must be him. Well, she said that, I'm like, man, he doesn't seem like the crazy one. But anyway, you know, I mean, hell, that's one of the names, Crazy Joe, right? So, yeah. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. I just thought I'd make this video because, you know, it's been a couple days I've been meaning to make this. It was, you know, actually before the election. So, anyway, I finally got around to making it. And we still haven't resolved things while I'm recording this. Anyway, I'm out. I'll catch you on the next one. Just thought I'd share that. I thought it was a little interesting. I'm out, guys.